Hey beautiful people, so I am now 5 days back from climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. I'm still kind of pinching myself. I can't believe I made it. I can't believe it's over, and I can't believe how much money we've raised for pancreatic cancer. So all of you who are watching, who've donated and who have supported me throughout it, I am so unbelievably thankful to all of you, and you guys honestly kept me going. That was the toughest physical, emotional roller coaster of my life, and there were points when I didn't think I was going to make it. There really were. And every time I got signal and got messages from you guys, it just made me realise why I'm doing it and to keep strong, and I can't thank you enough. So, on to today. So I'm quite a bit lower energy than normal. I've really struggled since I've been back with fatigue. I've just been so incredibly exhausted. I lost quite a lot of weight while I was on the mountain. Obviously, altitude sickness, you lose your appetite. And there's many other factors as well, which meant that I didn't eat as much as I wanted to. It happens to a lot of people when they're climbing. So one other thing that I've really been struggling with since being home is back pain, and I think that's mainly because I haven't been working out. So it's a little bit of a double-ended sword. My body is exhausted, so I'm being told to rest. My body is telling me to rest, which I'm doing. But because I'm not working out, all of these old back problems that I used to have from years of swimming and years of bad posture are now coming back. And I thought today, after getting your comments from Instagram, I'm gonna run through some of my physio style stretches for you. All of these are based on physiotherapeutic techniques, so it's everything I've learnt while at university, and it's everything I do now on a daily basis to try and loosen my spine, to get me ready for the day and get me feeling great. So I'm gonna share it with you guys. It's gonna involve the foam roller. Now, when I'm walking around the gym, I seem to see all crazy stuff going on with this foam roller. This is my baby. I couldn't survive without a foam roller. That sounds really wrong, but honestly, the things that this can do, oh my God, that sounds even more wrong, but foam rollers are great for everything. You can use them for strengthening, you can use them for fascial releases, you can use them for stretching, everything. So I'm gonna do a really basic spinal mobilization with you now in the correct way. Okay, so we're gonna start off by putting the foam roller in the center-ish of the mat, and you're gonna place your bottom onto the foam roller. Now, we're gonna work the spine, so what I want you to do is use your hands and your feet to roll yourself back onto the foam roller to the point where you feel the beginning of the tightness, which for me is around here, but everyone's body is different. Start off with your hands across your chest, keep your chin towards your chest, and roll to that point where you think, yeah, feeling a bit of tension there. Now, from there, keep the chin to the chest, reach the arms up to the sky, take a deep breath in, and on the breath out, keeping the chin to the chest, slowly try and extend over the foam roller. Now you might feel that the rib cage flares, totally normal. Support the head if you feel particularly tight. Hold there for 3, chin stays to chest like you're holding an imaginary piece of fruit. For 2, and 1, then come back up again. And you're gonna repeat that a few times, coming down, and back up again. And the key to this is breathe, okay? Once you find the point where you're like, yeah, I'm particularly tight here, if you can reach over like me, amazing. Most people won't be able to. Keep on that point and breathe into it, and then just gradually just rock side to side slowly, because you might find an even tighter point. Hold there for 3, for 2, and 1. Once you've done that segment, reach the arms up again, keep the chin to the chest, and roll a little bit further down, because trust me, there will be more segments that are tight. Again, interlock the fingers behind the back of the head if you struggle to keep that chin to the chest. Come up a little, and back down again, and breathe. Okay, the rib cage is going to flare because the ribs are connected to the mid-spine, to the thoracic, okay? If you can, try and tighten them, tighten that core. Hold, back up, and back down again. And then rotate. Find that point that's particularly sore, breathe into it. Good. Make sure you work both sides. Readjust. Arms come up, chin to chest. Walk a little bit further. Okay, this is where it starts to get really tight for me. Into the shoulder blade area. Okay, and once you've mastered that, guys, you can go into walking out on the foam roller. So I place my hands behind, I use my feet and my hands to walk myself backwards and forwards to find those biting points that are particularly tight, and then I rotate on them. The thing we're going to do is start mobilizing through the spine really gently. Some of this you might recognize from yoga, some of it you might recognize from Pilates. The foam roller is going to come to your side. I want you to sit your bottom down onto your heels if you can. If you struggle, absolutely fine. Grab a pillow, place the pillow underneath your bottom, and then from there sit down. So whatever works for your body, this workout is for everyone, okay? So from there, I want you to come really nice and upright with the shoulders. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take the chin down towards the chest. Now bring it back to neutral. Gently place the fingertips onto your foam roller. Bring the arm up and keep the eye gaze forward. Now what I don't want to see is this. This is going to pull the neck. So you keep the chin down towards the chest. You take a deep breath in. On the breath out, you're going to use this arm to lead the way as you gently, they're just gently resting, shift the body weight in the opposite direction and follow through, okay? Keeping that chin tucked to the chest, take a deep breath in. On the breath out, come back to neutral. So we're going to repeat that. Breath in, prepare. On the breath out, slow and controlled, shift that body weight in the opposite direction as your fingertips roll to the side. Breath in, hold, should feel a deep stretch down here. On the breath out, slow and controlled, back to neutral. To place your hands onto your knees. Take your chin down towards your chest. Breathe. And in a half circle, we're going to take the ear to the shoulder to work into the neck a little bit before we work our way down the back. Breath in one direction, taking the ear to the shoulder. And breath out, reverse, letting all that tension come out of the body. Breath in one direction. Really good. And breath out, reverse. Amazing. Now take that head to neutral, interlock the fingers, place the hands at the back of the head, draw the elbows together, take the chin to the chest, breathing. Just allow the weight of the hands to take that chin a little bit further. And it's really important while you're here to pull the core and really activate those stomach muscles. Feel a deep stretch in the upper part of the neck. This is amazing for anyone who gets headaches. Really good for loosening off the neck, because the neck muscles can be a really big source of headaches, guys, if they're particularly tight and your posture is bad. Okay, from there we're going to come up, okay, and we're now going to place the right hand underneath the bottom, in between the bottom and the ankle. You're then going to drop the head over in the opposite direction, place the hand on the opposite ear, and what that does is it depresses the shoulder. It means that we can't come any higher with that shoulder. Take a deep breath in, and on the breath out, just allow the weight of the hand to take that stretch a little bit further. Now again, you don't want that head falling forward, you don't want that head falling backward. You've got two planes of glass either side of you, and you're feeling a deep stretch as you breathe in the upper trap. Now this is the really large neck muscle that people get so much tension in. We're going to hold for another 3, for another 2, and 1. Now you're going to open the eyes. You're going to take the eye gaze down towards the hip joint. Place the hand now from the side to the back of the head, like you're cupping and like you're trying to sniff your own armpit. Take a deep breath in, and on the breath out this time, you're taking the chin further towards the armpit and chest, okay? Hold there. So you've gone from here to here. And now we're stretching a different muscle, the levator scapula. It's further around the back of the neck, and again, another muscle that can be really bad when it comes to headaches. Pull that core in, slowly come back, okay? Now you might be feeling a little bit tender there, so let's shake it off. Let's do a few big shoulder rolls back. And come forward. Okay, so you'll be feeling pretty uneven at the moment. Okay, beautiful people, so we're now moving on to thoracic, which is the mid-spine mobilization. So that is the area from here to about here. This is the area that I am particularly tight, and most people who work an office job or anything where you're leaning over, your thoracic spine tends to be very, very tight, and you compensate by overusing the lumbar spine and the neck, the cervical spine. So it's so important to loosen this area off as best as possible. So for this, you need your foam roller. You also need a pillow. If you haven't got a foam roller, that's fine. You can use a pillow underneath the knee. Now you're gonna lie on your side for this, and you're gonna straighten the underneath leg, but you're gonna place the upper leg onto the foam roller, and what that does is it stops you from rolling backwards and forwards. Now, you're gonna reach both arms out in front of you. You're gonna place one palm on top of the other, tuck the chin to the chest, and try to create a nice gap underneath the side of the body. That's neutral spine. Pull the stomach muscles in and try to avoid that slumping down. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, you're gonna follow the hand with the eyes as you take it up towards the sky. On the breath in, you're gonna reach up. On the breath out, you're going to sink the ball and socket joint of the shoulder back, and then you're going to continue over, keeping that eye gaze, following the hand, and trying not to let yourself roll back. Okay, so keeping yourself nice and stable, hips facing forward. Breath out, come back to neutral. Breath in, reach up. Breath out, sink down, follow that hand with the eyes. Place the hand on top of the other and slide forward. So we're going to go again. We're going to reach back. Palms on top of each other, breath out, come up, follow the hand with the eyes. Breath in, reach up, look at my waist, it's still nice and high. Sink down. Now, hips stay forward as we open up, and you should feel this all throughout here on the rib cage, the mid-spine. You breathe and breath out, come back to neutral. We're going to do one more, reach up, sink down and continue over. Reach forward, feel a nice deep stretch in the upper back into the shoulder complex, the rotator cuff. Up onto all fours, guys. We're going to make sure that the fingertips are spread for this, and you're going to make sure that the knees are directly underneath the hips, and the same thing with the hands and the shoulders. Now, naturally you might sink down, totally normal, but what we're going to try and do is mobilize the spine not only in the forward and backward plane, but also side to side. So we're going to start off leading the movement from the head. We're going to take the eye gaze down towards the knees, tucking the chin towards the chest. We're then going to curl to open up in the shoulder blades, dropping that chin really nice and heavy, pulling the stomach muscles in and growing nice and tall through the spine into the cat position. From there, take a deep breath in. On the breath out, I want you to again lead with the head, taking the eye gaze forward, following through with the mid upper spine, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then the lower spine follows, taking the head gaze and eye gaze a little bit further forward. That was a real whistle-stop tour of how to loosen your back. There are so many more things that I do as part of my daily, weekly routine, but I just wanted to give you some bite-sized chunks for you to take away. Please do comment below any thoughts, any problems that you're having. Guys, I make these videos for you to help you. I want to know what you want to see, what you found helpful, so please do give it a cheeky thumbs up. Make sure if you've got any friends who you think would benefit from this video that you share it with them, and I can't wait to share the next lot with you guys, and I hope you're feeling a lot more loose after that.